It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off play action. Blackwell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Curtis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Blackwell. He's going to air one out, and that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. To throw on 3rd down, Callahan. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Operating from the gun, Callahan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Looking to throw. Blackwell. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is brought in at the 21. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Callahan in trouble, and he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 2nd down, Swift to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. On 3rd down, Callahan. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Back to throw. Callahan. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Scott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Blackwell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Blackwell. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through. These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. It's Barrett, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air, 31 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Linton looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Boy, it really has, especially as of late. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Blackwell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Off the bootleg, Blackwell. And he finds Montgomery complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed two, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Linton. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Blackwell. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Callahan. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Callahan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barrett. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down. Blackwell. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Blackwell. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw on second down. Blackwell got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Blackwell.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here we go.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callahan. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Callahan. On target over the middle to Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Off the play fake. Callahan. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw. Blackwell. He finds his man. Complete. That's more. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Blackwell. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, this is Scott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 11. Back to throw. Blackwell. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Blackwell. And that is incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Callahan. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Here to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. To throw on second down. Blackwell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Thornton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Looking to throw. Blackwell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Thornton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Scott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Blackwell.
He'll get this out wide to Scott.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Let's go!
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Callahan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Callahan.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blackwell to the right side, and he's got more complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Blackwell.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Blackwell. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Blackwell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And they keep...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callahan. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Callahan. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Callahan. And Hill with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. on first down. Callahan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Callahan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw on second down, Callahan.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And New York set to take the field.
And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Off-play action. Blackwell.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
From the gun on third down. Blackwell. He's going to look deep for more. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Blackwell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again. Blackwell. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, Callahan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Callahan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, Linton still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Linton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. Less than 90 seconds to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this to Moore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they take a knee. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500.